What's up guys, welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 video, and in today's video we have a huge leak about this game, and I'm going to be going over all the details and stuff about this and talking about whether or not I think this is real or not, and a little bit about why. So this leak popped up on like Reddit and Twitter a little while ago, and this was widely discussed within the community and has basically been like the big hot topic ever since. So this new leak is just about a ton of new details about the game. Like, this is an absolutely huge leak and talks about just like absolutely everything. So before we get into this video, I just remind you guys to subscribe and to like the video and to stay tuned on the channel because I'll have lots more Call of Duty 2019 videos coming soon. The reveal is coming up and I absolutely can't wait. So make sure you guys are subscribed, and let's get right into this. So this guy says that the campaign is a prequel to Call of Duty 4, and it follows a young Captain Price. I mean, that seems pretty, likely, because I don't think that the game will follow Modern Warfare 3, because honestly, Modern Warfare 3 kind of wrapped up the whole series, and like, what are you going to do after Modern Warfare 3? Like, Russia and the United States made peace, so there's like no war there. Makarov is dead, Zakhaev's dead, everybody's dead, Shepard's dead, like, who's the antagonist then? So it would make sense if it is still in the franchise for it to be a prequel or maybe like a branch off of one of the games, but probably definitely not a sequel. So next thing he says is that there is specialist perks will be returning, and streaks are kill based and stackable, and the tactical nuke returns, and it will end the game in free-for-all, TDM, and kill confirmed. So I don't know. I think the free-for-all one's weird because free-for-all goes up to 30 kills and a nuke is 25 kills. So, I mean, obviously it would end the game. I mean, it always technically has, like, even in Modern Warfare 3, even with like the Moab, even if, like, that game specifically, when you got that streak, it was never a game-ending streak. But if you got one in free-for-all, it would end the game because you get 25 kills, you're only 5 off from winning. You're going to get 5 kills from the Moab, so it's going to make you win the game. The same thing with like the Chem Strike or anything else, like, why? I don't understand the free-for-all one, but I mean, I guess it's true that it would end the game, but yeah. So then it says that this game will include every weapon from the Modern Warfare series and more. I think that might be a little bit of a stretch, but that would be absolutely insane because Modern Warfare games have kind of historically had so many weapons in them. Modern Warfare games have seriously so many, like specifically Modern Warfare 3, that game had like 8 LMGs, had like 8 shotguns, had a billion assault rifles and a billion SMGs. Like, that game had some serious weapon customization, and there's so many different weapons you could use. I mean, a lot of people definitely just used weapons like the ICR and the MP7 and like the MSR and stuff like that. Like, there was obviously some weapons that people gravitated towards, but there's so many weapons like total in that game that you could use that it was really refreshing because you could seriously use so many different weapons. So if they have all of those weapons from Modern Warfare 3 and all of them from Modern Warfare 2 and COD 4 all in one, I feel like that might be a little too much, but that'd be so sick, dude. Like, imagine having like 10, 15, maybe even 20 like assault rifles in just one game. Like, that'd make grinding for like dark matter or whatever the equivalent is really hard, but that'd be really cool for like customization. And I mean, it'd be kind of hard to balance, but hey, that'd be so sick having just that many like weapons and that much diversity. So then it goes on to say that pro perks will be returning, so that's pretty cool. He also said a little bit earlier that specialist perks return. So specialist perks, if you don't know what that is, it's basically if you go on like a kill streak, you will get rewarded with more perks. So that was first introduced with Modern Warfare 3, and then it was brought back in Ghosts. And I think they might have had it in Infinite Warfare. I cannot actually remember because I didn't play that game like at all. But pro perks were really cool, and I've heard a lot of people in the community saying that they want to see pro perks return. They say that the COD point currency from Black Ops 1 will be returning, called COD coins, and can be used to unlock camos, weapons, attachments, perks, etc., as well as for wager matches. And that COD coins can be used to purchase future DLC weapons. DLC weapons will also be in supply drops if you don't want to grind the new currency system. Kind of interesting there. You also have a new supply drop system that guarantees at least one weapon and / weapon kit for every 20 drops opened. I feel like that might be a little bit hopeful, a little bit like fingers crossed that's right, but I don't know, man. That's a little optimistic, and I don't think Activision will really do something like that. Because I mean, thus far they've never shown like really any care for the consumer and the player when it comes to any of the supply drop models. It's always been like, well, good luck, have fun, just pay us, hundreds of dollars on supply drops and hope you get what you want. Like, obviously certain games have had like direct ways you can get like whatever weapon you want, but for the most part it's always just been luck. It's always been, oh yeah, open up these crates and hope you get the thing you want, but yeah. So I don't know, it seems a little optimistic, but he says that Spec Ops Returns, and this one I'm a little skeptical about because, I mean, I personally love Spec Ops. Spec Ops is super fun to play, and I love the missions. But then again, it doesn't have that same replayability that Zombies has, and even like modes like Extinction even had. Like, Extinction was way more replayable than Spec Ops was, and Activision even came out and said that there will be a new co-op mode for this game. And it's gonna be like a fun, exciting new co-op experience. So I don't know if like Spec Ops really fits that like really that well. But he goes on to say that Terminal, High Rise, Rust, and Dome will be available for pre-order. So if you pre-order the game, you'll get access to those maps. I mean, that is a lot of maps to get for just pre-ordering the game. Like, that's pretty crazy. But I mean, those are super like fan favorite maps. He also says that maps will have night and day variants, and that there will be clear and rainy variants as well. I mean, this also makes sense because we had that in like Modern Warfare Remastered. We had a whole bunch of map variants for that game, so it's not like that Infinity Ward has no experience with this, and it kind of seems to be something that Call of Duty is kind of like gravitating towards. I mean, especially in Black Ops 4, we have like Seaside Sunset and Firing Range Night and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. I do know a lot of people that want to see different like variants on like the night and day cycle, and then also about like certain weather and stuff too. That's pretty cool. They say that it will be randomized each match. These options can be turned off through private match for competitive reasons. He says that there's no battle royale and no zombies. The no zombies thing we pretty much already knew so far. I even made a video about it like a couple months ago on my channel, but no battle royale. I think that's kind of interesting because I mean, Blackout has kind of fallen off lately. But, I mean, the Battle Royale genre is still going strong. I mean, like, Fortnite has been losing popularity, but, I mean, still, like, there's no game really right now that's taken, like, the place of, like, the Battle Royale genre. So, I mean, maybe they're, like, not including it in this game, so that way people will still play a Blackout and stuff, but I can't see them, really wanting to do something like that. But, I don't know, no Battle Royale, no zombies, just what this guy says. And then he says that the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered campaign comes along with the pre-order and will be available through Modern Warfare Remastered. And he says multiplayer for MW2 Remastered will be added to Modern Warfare Remastered in summer of 2020, along with the Modern Warfare 3 campaign remastered. They say there's no plans for Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer to be remastered for right now. So that is a lot to dissect right there. So the Modern Warfare 2 Remastered campaign comes along with pre-order. So you have to pre-order the game to get Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. You also will get like 4 multiplayer maps. And like that seems kind of like a little bit BS. Like my BS sensors are kind of going, all the way up because of this. Because traditionally with like pre-order bonuses, it's like pre-order and get the Nuketown bonus map, pre-order and get Free Fall or something like that. Like they usually have like something kind of small with the pre-order bonus, which is like always available later. They had Nuketown for Black Ops 2 and Nuketown for Black Ops 3, and then it was available later for people who didn't have that, who didn't pre-order. They had Free Fall and Ghost that was available later. For Advanced Warfare, they had the Day Zero edition where it came out like a day or two earlier or something like that. And for this one to include like 4 multiplayer maps and Modern Warfare 2 Remastered campaign, that's kind of crazy. And I mean, I get why they'd want a lot more people to pre-order, and that, I mean, Activision wants this game to sell well, so getting a lot of people to pre-order would be a good thing, but I just don't see them doing this. But he also says that it will be playable through Modern Warfare Remastered. See, that's the thing that I'm like, but why? Why isn't it not just, a separate game? Like, why would it be added into Modern Warfare Remastered? I mean, if it's campaign only, I could see that. But the title of the game is Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Why would they just slap like Modern Warfare 2 in there? It's not like it's Halo the Master Chief Collection where, you know, they're going in and they're adding more games. Like in that game they added in Halo 3 ODST, and now they're going to be even adding in Halo Reach into it. It's not something like that where it's like it's a collection of remastered games. It's literally just Call of Duty 4 remastered, and I don't understand why they'd put Modern Warfare 2 remastered in there. And then he says that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered's multiplayer will be added in to Modern Warfare Remastered in summer of 2020, so in a year from now. See, I just don't think that's going to happen. I mean, we've had lots of rumors and talk that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is going to be campaign only. But, I mean, I always hope that, you know, the reason why it didn't come out till last year was because they're adding in a multiplayer, but for them to still take a whole nother year to release it in summer of 2020 is kind of weird. But why would they also include that in Modern Warfare Remastered? Why wouldn't it not just be a separate game, you know? And then he says that the Modern Warfare 3 campaign is going to be remastered in summer of 2020 and released in Modern Warfare Remastered as well. I don't know, that's weird. But let's keep going. He says that the standard one-hit knife system returns. Panic knifing is back. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think that we're going to go back to panic knifing. That just kind of seems a little bit weird. But says there's no sliding, dolphin diving, etc. The classic Modern Warfare movement returns. I could totally see that. They said if you played the original Call of Duty 4, you will get the AK-47. If you played Modern Warfare Remastered, you get the M40A3, and it can be unlocked normally in the game. If you played Modern Warfare 2, you get the Intervention and the Spaz 12 on day 1, and it can be unlocked normally in game. And if you played Modern Warfare 3, you get the ICR and MP7, and it can be unlocked in game normally. So that one is a little bit weird. And he says if you played all the previous Modern Warfare games, you'll get the Warfare camo and a golden Desert Eagle. The weapon and camo is exclusive to those who played the Modern Warfare trilogy and cannot be unlocked normally, and has no plans to be released as a separate purchase. That is the end of it. That is all the leaks there, but dude, okay, this last one is really where I'm thinking that like this whole leak is BS, is because they say that, you know, if you play the original COD 4, you get the AK-47. If you play Modern Warfare Remastered, you get the M40A3. MW2, you get the Intervention and Spaz. MW3, you get the ACR and MP7. And then if you played all of them, you get like a Warfare camo and a Golden Desert Eagle. Like, that's a little bit weird, but like my biggest problem with this is honestly just like, how do you track that? How do you make sure that somebody has played, you know, 3 different games on last generation? Like, yeah, I mean, it's possible, like, because like your Call of Duty account and like your gamer tag and stuff, they can look through that. But at the same time, I don't think that there's really many means to do that, because like the last Call of Duty game that had like anything to do with any like previous ones, I think it was what was it? Was it Black Ops 3? No, I think it was like, yeah, Black Ops 3 would track and see if you had prestiged in Ghosts and Black Ops 2, and it would like give you a calling card for that. I think it was like the true the true vet like one or something like that. It was like this blue camo or something like that, where you had to have like prestiged in Black Ops 2 or Ghosts. And so yeah, I mean that one like tracked from like a previous generation. Even Modern Warfare 3, that game in your like your player showcase, it would literally show you what rank you were from Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops 1. But we haven't had a Call of Duty game like since that has like even done anything with any of the previous ones. There wasn't anything in A-Dub for any previous Call of Duty games, as far as I'm aware. There wasn't anything in Black Ops 3 besides that True Vet camo. There wasn't anything inside Infinite Warfare, as far as I'm aware. There wasn't anything in Modern Warfare Remastered for playing the original. There wasn't anything in World War II for playing any previous Call of Duty games. And there's nothing in Black Ops 4 for playing any previous Call of Duty games. So that one's sketch, and I'm honestly not sure what that even means or anything like that. So for you to get all this different stuff for playing previous Call of Duty games and even pre-ordering, it all seems a little BS. And I'm not exactly sure what to think about that. So what do you guys think about this leak? Is it legit or not? Let me know in the comments down below. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, give the video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more Modern Warfare 4 and Call of Duty 2019 videos, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.